This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Hello.
Hola.
Bonjour.
Konnichiwa.
Ni hao.
Ciao.
안녕하세요.
Mabuhay.
Welcome to Washington State.
Explore the sights. Discover new things.
Appreciate the arts, music, and food.
Travel to new places.
Meet the people.
Make new friends.
In other words, come home with us.
Come home with us.
This is INCRadio Seattle, Washington.
Morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone tuning in. You are watching INCRadio Seattle, and I'm your host for today. My name is Sister Marie Carranza from the local congregation of Seattle. I'm so happy to be here today and to speak with all of you. We have a very exciting show with a very, very yummy topic. Our topic today is a very yummy summer, and we'll be talking about all the things and all the places that you could get the best fruit and berries here in Washington. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce some of our guests today to share some of their experiences. Let's go ahead and start with Sister Donna.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sister Donna from the local congregation of Bellingham. And I hope we'll have a very good show today.
Yes. Thank you so much. And as well, we also have Brother Philip with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brother Philip Miranda from Wapato GWS, and I hope we have a very, very good season today.
Let's see how many times we can say berry.
Very.
So recently I learned that both of you have either gone berry picking or have in the past, and I have so many questions for you. I'm actually newer to the district, so I don't know anything, and I would love to pick your brains. First, starting with, where do you usually go to pick your fruit, and how far away is it from you? And what types of fruit are you finding?
Actually, I don't have to travel very far because I live in a farming community right here, and the area that we live in has been called the salad bowl of the nation, actually, because of so much diverse fruit here. And we have tons of cherries. We just picked some recently, and they are very sweet. And right now they're picking apricots and plums, and there's lots of blueberries too. Actually, the blueberry farm is about 2 miles from my house, and it's a you pick place, so you can pick as much as you want. And they're very nourishing. If everybody knows about blueberries, they're very, very good for you.
Nice. I heard you had some cherries with you if you wanted to share them on the camera, what color yours are. I have mine with me too. I have some Rainier cherries. I just bought these from the farmer's market, but I think they're just the prettiest color. And then you have yours there. After you pick your fruit, do you usually bring it home just to eat by itself, or are you putting it in any dishes or just to have on the side?
Oh, we bring them home and eat them and share them with our family members. You really don't cook these because they're not a cook. I guess they can. A lot of people can cherries and save them for the cold winters and late falls and serve them as a dessert after turkey dinners and stuff like that.
Nice. And just for my context, but I'm in Seattle, how far is your location from like in hours to drive to your like farming community?
From Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're in Seattle, it takes about 2.5 hours to get here if you're driving the speed limit. But everybody's been going over the speed limit, so you can get here in 2 hours and 15 minutes.
PSA to everyone to drive safely. And Sister Donna as well, what are your experiences with going fruit picking?
We are lucky to be surrounded with different farms here. Mm-hmm. So every year we try to do some berry picking. Right now, I believe it's raspberry, and in 2 weeks, you pick for blueberries is opening up. So yeah, there's plenty of farms nearby, and that's where we. And the good thing about here, the berries are so sweet and they're big too. You know.
Nice. What's your favorite fruit to be getting?
You know what? I love blackberry.
Mm.
I love blackberry. Yes, I do.
And for you as well, are you just eating them straight when you get home?
Yes,
or are you
I do.
saving
I
them?
just snack on them. But sometimes, if there's a lot that we bought, I would make like a spring salad and then top feta cheese and vinaigrette, and it's really good.
I hear that debate. I personally love fruit in my salads, but some people just don't prefer that. But in the comments, let us know if you like a very fresh, fruity salad like we do. When you both go to these you pick type farms, do you have to bring your own containers, or do they provide it for you?
They usually have a container there that you can, of course, they wanted you to use your containers, and then you transfer it to a box when you're ready to take it home. Right, Ka Philip?
Yes, same thing here. Exactly.
Okay, I'll make note of that. And I know when some people go to pick fruit, sometimes they use it as an opportunity to take photos and things like that. But what would you recommend to wear? Especially since it's the summer, it's getting hot. What should we be wearing to go pick fruit?
As for me, I always wear long pants and sneakers. There's a lot of mosquitoes. You don't want to get bit by mosquitoes because they transfer a lot of bad diseases. And sometimes there's spiders and ticks. So you have to protect your body with all that stuff. And, some people, they don't want to do that. And they end up paying the price for it, which is not a good thing. But as for me, I always wear long sleeve because the weather over here is so hot and you can get sunburned right away. So I like to wear long sleeve shirts and long pants. But it's a preference for everybody that wants to go. If you want to stay cool, then you can wear cutoffs and jean cutoffs, and those sort of things, tank tops. It because over here a lot of the berry farms, they have a canopy over the top, so it's not really that bad. So as for my preference, I'd rather wear long pants and long sleeve shirts because sometimes you get scratched on the bushes and stuff, and you want to eliminate that.
Nice tips. I feel the same way about bugs and getting bit. So anytime I'm like out in areas like that, I would definitely wear pants and making sure we have our SPF and hats on. What about you, Sister Donna?
Oh, don't forget your hats, caps, sunscreen. I like Brother Philip. I like wearing long sleeves, and I usually layer like sweaters. So if it it gets too warm, I just wrap it around my waist, and if it gets too cold, I put it back. And then also check the weather for the day, because especially here in Washington, even if it's sunny outside, sometimes it's breezy. So you really need something to, like a sweater to help you stay warmer.
Yeah, exactly. Very temperamental. For the, I was always thinking, like, when you're picking, is there like ones that how do you know like they're ripe, or which ones that you're going to be grabbing, or things to stay away from? Like, how do I know I'm taking home the best fruit?
Sister Marie, what we do is we taste first from the tree.
Ah, there you go.
And then we try to get as much as we can from that tree. I don't know, but Brother Philip here is the expert.
Yes, tell us more, Brother Philip.
Tell us more tips.
Well, there's a lot of things that you can do to protect yourself when you're out there, because you have to use common sense, because wearing a hat will save you a lot of times from birds flying by, and um,
Oh,
bees are the number one thing out here that people should be afraid of. Not so much afraid of, but wary of, because um, once you get stung by a bee, there's a lot of allergic reactions you can get, and you want to be careful about that. And there's also other insects, and um, just be mindful about it, and do your research when you come out here. And uh, main thing is to be safe. And if you have children, have got to keep them safe also, because some kids like to run around and they like to get into things and wander around. So you got to keep track of them too.
Great points, Brother Philip. And then also, how do you know that you're picking the best fruit? Do you have any tips on how to choose which ones you're picking?
Well, I go by what Sister Fina does. She picks all the big ones and the darkest ones.
Mm.
And she usually picks the right ones, because me, when I get out there, I'm usually hungry, so I'm picking everything.
You can have a little snack as you're going.
Right.
We have some comments in the chat. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and read some of those. Go ahead and join our conversation as well if you have any experiences, or if you have a favorite fruit that you like to go pick, let us know. We have a greeting from Brother Relly Rivera. Happy anniversary, Wapato, from Bellingham and Marysville. We have a comment from Sister Diana. She says, I would love to pick some tropical fruit like mangoes. Maybe we can have a farm in the Philippines in the future. Hee hee. We have a comment from Sister Candace. She says, I put my vegetables in a salad with blueberries. Yummy. Hashtag Tacoma. Brother Joel says, enjoyed cherry picking and eating in Wapato. I love. So continue to leave your comments down below. And I have one or two more questions for the both of you. Is why do you like to pick fruit yourself? Why choose to go to the farms to pick it compared to going to a big retailer store to grab your fruit?
As for me, um, you get to see what you're going to get, and you can be choosy about what you're going to get and how much you're going to get, as opposed to going to a retail store, because you don't know. A lot of times they come from Brazil or Mexico or in Argentina, Texas, California, and you don't know how many people have touched those fruits. So if you pick them by yourself, you're the only one that touched them,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to process them by yourself. So I think it's really a better thing if you can go out there and pick your own, uh, and be safe about what you're picking, and be aware of what you're going to get, because you want the best for your family and for yourself, right?
Yes. And I think one thing that's great about picking your own fruit, it's kind of like when you have fruit or vegetables in your fridge that you don't want to go bad. You know that you picked those fruits, so you know you're not going to let it go bad because you put in the work to gather it all. Sister Donna, why do you prefer to pick your fruit?
I totally agree with both of you. But for us too, it's a family and a local event, so
Mm-hmm.
it's fun. Imagine rows of brethren and your friends and your family picking and laughing while picking and comparing what you've picked. So it's fun. It's really really fun. In fact, we might do that if schedule permits this Friday. We'll see.
Nice. I love. So to all of our viewers, if you ever have a chance, especially during the season where our fruit or it is in season, go ahead and find your local you pick area or farms that you're able to have the opportunity to go pick your own fruit, and make an activity of it, an experience with your friends and family. Because not only are you able to pick your own fruit yourself and see what you're getting, it's also a bonding experience. I like the example you said. You can see like what everyone else got. I'm so sure my family would make it a competition to see who has like the biggest peach, or like who can gather the most blueberries or something like that. So any last tips and tricks, or do you have any greetings for us today?
Um, I would suggest that if you can go to a U-Pick area, to go as early as you can, as soon as they open up. Um, that way, there won't be that much of a crowd, because after a certain time of the day, the place gets really crowded, and sometimes there's not enough ladders or enough buckets, and people kind of arguing over who's going to get this and who's going to get that. Uh, and it's really a good thing, probably, if you have your own buckets and harnesses, you don't have to wait and see, because a lot of times you have to readjust them, because you don't know who's had the last one on, and might have been a kid, so you have to readjust it. And if you bring your own, you already have it adjusted, and you can just go out there and start picking what you want to pick. And myself, I would suggest wearing safety glasses and a mask, because a lot of those orchards, or even berries, they have spray or dust on them, and if you have allergies, you got to protect yourself against the allergies, and wear your sunglasses or sunscreen or whatever, and just make sure you're safe out there.
Those are great tips. I'm actually very sensitive to like the allergies and things like that, and I wouldn't have even thought about wearing a mask, so I'll make sure to keep that in mind. So early bird gets the best fruit and the equipment. Thank you so much for sharing. Brother Philip, do you have any greetings to anyone that you know for today's show that might be tuning in?
Okay. I'm sorry, I missed the question.
You're good. Do you have any greetings or hellos to any friends or family that you want to share?
Well, all my family's here. Just thank you for everybody for letting me be part of this. It's been a really good experience for me to just be here.
Yes.
I'd like to
Thank you
say
so much.
to all the district ministers and everybody, hi, and really miss you guys coming here, and brothers and sisters, and you're always welcome to come back over here and have a good time.
Yes, thank you. And then our last greetings from Sister Donna, if you have any.
Just want to say happy anniversary to all those locals who are having anniversaries this month, and of course, our church. And yes, visit us here in Bellingham. I'll give you my phone number.
Yes. Thank you so much both for participating in today's discussion. You gave me, and I hope all of our viewers, so many insights. And we hope everyone has a very, very fun time fruit picking. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to our brother Andrew.
Thank you, Sister Marie, and thank you to all of our guests for a very great show that definitely would require a lot of note-taking. There are a lot of notes there. So aside from the notes there for the show, please take note of these activities for our CFO in action. Hello, everyone. My name is Brother Andrew Santa Monica from the local of Seattle, here to tell you about our activities for the District of Washington State, because you pick this district, just like you pick those berries. So for June 30th, we have to talk about the past activity. For Sunday, we had a district evangelical mission at 6 p.m. in the Seattle Chapel. That was an opportunity for many listeners, many friends, to listen to the words of God in the Church of Christ. We'll have future Bible studies and presentations for our various local congregations here. So please stay tuned, and please ask about the schedule of worship services and Bible studies. But for future activities, please take note. On July 7, which is tomorrow, there will be a special gathering in the Seattle Chapel at 6 p.m. So for those concerned about the special gathering, please do your best to reach out to the local, your overseer. Basically, it is for concerned officers, for those officers in our district. For July 10, on Wednesday, Bellingham has their 7th anniversary. I believe there's something that is planned for that day. Aside from the day that they will celebrate their 7 years as a local congregation. On July 12, on Friday, there will be an International District Basugo quiz, or God's Message Magazine quiz. That will be at 7:30 p.m. in the local of Seattle, in the Seattle Chapel. On July 15th, there will be the Marysville Local Congregation 8th anniversary. Aside from that, we have other announcements, notably the weather. So in Seattle, this is a bit new for those here who have experienced a lot of rain and coldness. But today, right now, it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. There are some clouds. There is some wind at 11 miles per hour. But be prepared. Tomorrow will have very high temperatures. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the highs are as follows: 93 degrees, 93 degrees, and 95 degrees, which are usually the highest at the afternoon, which is around the same time of this program. So be very careful and stay dressed for the weather. You've heard some tips here when berry picking. We have to be careful of the sun. So thank you for listening. Back to you, Sister Marie.
Thank you so much, Brother Andrew. You are so right. We have so many things happening and going on. So make sure you do take your notes and write down, because we have a very fun summer here in our district. And we'd love to see you all in person at our activities. And we are definitely going through a heat wave. So make sure to stay cool, stay hydrated, and be safe. For today's show, we're so excited to have our guest on. And if you want to rewatch today's show, you could always rewatch it. We love when people rewatch our shows, and make sure to share it to your friends and family who might be able to learn or take something away from today's show. You can watch us here on YouTube. Type in INCRadio DZEM and 954, and don't forget to subscribe and share the show to all your friends and family. Or you can also check out incradio.org. And then we also have some time. I think we can go ahead and play our hidden treasures. So you can go ahead and play that. Kuyatek, take it away.
Did you know that Washington is the largest producer of blueberries across the United States? That means there are a lot of places here that offer fresh, organic, and delicious blueberries. During the months of July and August, there are many farms where you can pick your own berries. There are even public patches where all it costs is an hour or two under the summer sun. Berry picking is a fun time for friends and family, and deliciously rewarding too. There's nothing quite like getting your hands a little dirty, poking through all the various blueberry plants, and watching your container fill up. In a blueberry field, you'll be able to literally pick and choose the best blueberries you can find. Of course, you'll have to sample to make sure you're getting the most flavorful. Blueberries can hang like grape clusters, plump with juicy sweetness. You can pick them one by one, or a cluster at a time. After a while, you'll develop your own rhythm and method of picking these sweet treats. Don't worry about picking too many, as part of the enjoyment is sharing with friends and family. You can also freeze them and enjoy the taste of summer at a later date. Blueberries not only taste good, they're good for you too. Packed with antioxidants, nutrients, and fiber, blueberries are considered superfoods. And there are so many ways to enjoy them. Adding them to your oatmeal, salads, smoothies, cereal, and ice cream brings the tasty goodness to the next level. Make blueberry jam. Add berries to your pancake. Bake them in muffins, pies, cobblers, and crisps. Enjoy them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and even in between. This is Sister Blessing Guillermo with INCRadio Seattle, enjoying the taste of summer in Washington. See you later.
What a great summary in a short little video. I loved that, and the pictures were so great. So thank you to everyone tuning in, and thank you both to everyone that was able to leave comments and participate in today's very yummy discussion. We do have a few thank yous, but special thank you to our brother Eduardo Manalo, our executive minister, brother Angelo Manalo, our subseat president and CFO coordinator, brother Emil Regino, our district minister, brother Relly Rivera, our assistant district minister, brother Chris Valdez, our CFO advisor, brother Manly Andaya, our executive producer, everyone tuning in, and to all of our INC radio crew that was able to make today's show possible. So we can't wait for next week, and we'll see you all later. Bye.